What is up, everybody? It's Storm, your host here on the Traveling Tempest YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be talking about the three cons of being a long distance truck driver. In my opinion, dumb truck driver here. Only been doing it for 8 years, but these are my three uh, cons, if you will, about being a long distance truck driver. The first one, not really a con to me, so much as like a vast majority of the people, I would suppose. Because I enjoy working. But the second part of this is kind of where the con comes in. So the first con is long hours and fatigue. Now, for those of you who know nothing about truck driving, um, we have a DOT clock that we are mandated to follow. It was established for safety and whatever else they decided it was for, right? Um, and I've only been driving for 8 years, so I can't speak on a time where they didn't do things that way. But I can speak on it while they are doing things this way. And um, you can work up to 14 hours in a day, right? Um, and that's your on duty time. That is things you are doing that are supposed to be pertaining to the job. Things like fueling, being at a shipper or receiver, driving the truck, and just any miscellaneous thing that you happen to be doing when it comes to being a truck driver. Your job duties, right? Um, and that's where the long hours and fatigue can start to come in because if you didn't sleep as well as you could have, or didn't eat well, or whatever, I mean, there's a laundry list of reasons that you could be fatigued or not be feeling the long hours for the day. Um, but that is the first con out of three. Okay. The second, and this is really only a con for me because I'm married, right? I love my wife. I like to be around her. She's beautiful. Her name is Kelsey. No, you can't see her. She's all mine. Okay, anyway. Um, it's time away from home, right? Um, I my only attachments to where I live right now is what you see behind me. But I don't need any of this stuff. I could sell it all over the next month and be basically just free spirit, right? If I wanted to be homeless, if you will, um, or in my home on wheels, right? Whatever. But I am married. We do have a house. I want to spend time in the house that I work so hard to pay for, right? So time away from home does suck. Um, and it's not really the being home part for me. It's the being away from my loved ones part for me because I could go to a lot of people's houses and just kind of be a bum if I really wanted to, which is nice. But I always try to pitch in, which is important as well. Um, but yeah, so the first con, long hours and fatigue. Maybe, maybe not, depending on how you look at it. Perception's reality, just whatever. And then the second one is time away from home. And typically, my work schedule is as long as I can stomach and as long as I can afford to be home. I kind of take advantage of it. But I am trying to get ahead. So, what that means for me is being out for longer periods of time with less time at home so I can make sure that I'm getting ahead the way that I need to get ahead for my family and for my future plans for my family, right? Um, and then the third is something that I was struggling with for a very long time, ever since I got into driving, right? I've never been a particularly active person, and it only got worse when I became a driver. But there's ways to be better about those things on the road. You just have to be conscious of it and actually work for it, like anything else in life. And the third con is a sedentary lifestyle and health changes. Now, when I first got into driving, guys, okay, um, this is like not super personal for me. It's just a number on a fucking scale at the end of the day. It all depends on how you feel and how much energy you have and what you're sticking in this thing right here, right? Um, I weighed 260 pounds, I want to say, give or take, when I got into driving. My heaviest ever was late last year or earlier this year, right? And I was at 310 pounds. And I had to make a change. So I did. Um, and it was diet more than anything, not exercise, because it's easier to control what goes in this than to do this to burn it off. Trust me on that, guys. Trust me. I've struggled with my weight for most of my life. And the two things that you can do to really, really help yourself out on the road is to try to limit how much fast food you eat, how much processed shit you eat, and to really just focus on a diet that one, you're not allergic to. Okay, if you have any allergies or whatever, and I'm not a professional dumb truck driver on YouTube, guys, but I'm trying to help you out here. And this is from my experience, okay? No one else's. Water, don't drink your calories. There's several things that can help. Water, don't drink your calories. If you're going to eat, focus on high protein. It's the most satiating macronutrient there is, other than fiber, okay? Protein and fiber, guys. If you want to stay lean out here, you know, get your calisthenic exercises in, like, and calisthenics are just body weight exercises, anything you can do, squats, jumping jacks. If you can't do those, like, there's variations you can start with to work up to all of them, right? To a full push up. If you have to do knee push ups first, like, do them. You know, a yoga mat, a yoga mat. There, that one. That one is hard to find. That thing, guys. Those aren't very expensive. And if that's all you have, if that that is all you have, you can make drastic changes in a season on your body just with that piece of equipment right there. And this thing that we all have, a body, right? Just get out of the truck, make sure you do some movement, get your steps in, high protein, high fiber, um, and just try to move a little bit more. I know you guys are going to be tired before or after your shift. I find it easier for myself to swallow the proverbial frog at the beginning of my shift. I don't care who's watching me at a truck stop. You get out, you do your thing. You might be a little sweaty, whatever. Helps get the blood pumping, helps keep everything regular, guys. Um, and you'll thank yourself later. High protein, high fiber on the road, movement, and those are the three cons of being a long haul truck driver. And just for recap, long hours and fatigue, time away from home, and a sedentary lifestyle and health changes. Now, I've lost a ton of weight this year. I'm super proud of myself. I'm not to where I want to be yet, but um, it's possible, guys. You can do this. A little bit of effort, a little bit of determination, little conscious efforts, little victories. Focus on them. So, three cons. Three of being a long distance truck driver. Love you guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, or don't. I just thank you for being here. And yeah,